Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome to NDG MMA. Yeah, a new MMA variant dropped today. So, how you doing? Yeah. Either way, today I'm just going to be talking about the most recent card that happened. Onama versus Garcia. I just wanted to drop my opinions because I have I have a few. Yay. All right, just gonna rip it. Going with what I have in my mind. The Korean Tyson. Okay, I'm not exactly gonna have a ton of photos up. I might just edit them in. Hopefully this video is good enough for you guys. The Korean Tyson, his nickname, dominantly wrestle freaked his way to a victory. I think. I think he might have actually gotten a submission late in the third round. That or he just absolutely dog walked Phil Rowe. Like, just dog walked him dominantly. Didn't even let him get up like one time. And also he had the best exchange on the feet too, to be fair. But he dominantly wrestled Phil Rowe. So bad. Like, Phil Rowe did not win a singular round. And this the Korean Tyson, 14 minutes of control time. Freaking 14. You can't make this crap up. You're going to give yourself a nickname that's so misleading. It's just hilarious. And I love it. I actually love that crap. That's actually hilarious. And I could not believe what I was watching. I was watching a grappling masterclass from a guy whose nickname, the Korean Tyson. Moving up the card a little bit, we got Billy Elekana. Slimed out Kevin Christian. I actually feel bad for Kevin Christian. He got slimed out so bad, like, it's not funny. Like, not funny at all. I'm dead serious. That crap was not funny to watch. He was tapping so quick after he got dropped. Like, he got dropped bad. Check hook from Billy Elekana. By the way, Billy Elekana definitely revived himself. I always kind of thought he was decent. It kind of sucks that people lost a lot of hope in him after his fight with Ibo Aslan. Wish that fight was Aslan. Okay. Just a terrible fight in general. He revived himself pretty much with this fight. Basically knocked out Kevin Christian. And then choked him out cold. Had bro spasming on the ground. Brutal. And the worst part, ref didn't see it because he's dumb for not checking every angle. Bro tapped like 15 times in a row, like rapid fire. Like a rabbit thumping his foot against the ground. Bro was tapping so much until he just went out cold. Soon as he went out cold from the rear naked choke, he was gone. And then ref eventually grabbed his one arm and was like, stop. Really freaking late. Really, really late. So, yeah, he definitely got choked out cold for basically no reason. So, I mean, good win for Billy Elekana. He slimed out Kevin Christian. Slimed him out. Bad. Deviously. I don't know if this was up on the card or not. Moving on anyway, guys. Either moving down or moving up the card. Dante Johnson versus Cedriquis Dumas. Yeah, I just made a sound effect with my own mouth because I'm stupid as freak. Cedriquis Dumas. What can I say? He's a bag of buns. And he really made Dante Johnson look like something special. Like, he took down Dante Johnson. I was like, uh-oh. Are we about to see a Cedriquis Dumas grappling masterclass? No. Dante Johnson eventually reversed the position at some point in the first round, got on top of Cedriquis, and ended the round like that, almost getting a submission, or getting a submission attempt at the very least. Round 2. He starts striking on the feet with Cedriquis, but then, soon as he hurts him, jumps on top of him, gets himself in a front position guillotine, and somehow choked him out cold. No, didn't choke him out cold. Sorry, guys. The wrong wording there. Choked him out. And it looked good. It looked like a good submission. It looked tight as freak. He didn't even have to like turn his body down and crank on Cedriquis' neck, because the angle he got was just really, really good. And you just wouldn't believe it just guessing on that position. I was shocked when I saw Dante Johnson, a guy with 6 knockouts in the first round, get a submission in the second round. That was really unexpected. But yeah, Cedriquis Dumas kind of looked like he borderline quit after the first round. Like, he emptied the toolkit first round, second round. He really got figured out in the first round, and then got skill maxed in the second round. Okay, he just got outclassed real fast. Oh yeah, okay. So moving on. Yeah, moving on to the next subject. What was his name? Charles Radke. Gets it done. What can I say? He did it. Didn't do anything crazy on the mic like I thought, but hey, got it done. So good for him. Gets a good dub. Well, a decent W. Hey, man. Cool, I guess. I'm going to get on to Waldo Cortes Acosta and Ante Delija closer to the end of the video. It's probably going to be the biggest bulk of the video. It's going to be Waldo Cortes Acosta oramogging every other heavyweight on the roster, just in general. But I'll get onto that in a minute. I want to talk about the puss himself. And I said this. I was going to make a prediction video. Didn't have the chance to get it out on time, so you guys are going to get this. I predicted that David Onama was going to crumble. He was going to look good at first and quickly crumble leading into the next second and third round. I was expecting him to get TKO'd finished in the second or third round, not the first. So to be fair, Steve Garcia broke him even quicker. To be fair, David Onama basically quit immediately. Like, didn't even freaking try. He legitimately just looked really calm, and that may have been his downfall, because he jumped into the cage and was immediately getting put on. Steve Garcia has hands, dude. I said this in my predict video that isn't even in existence anymore. I might have to just get it out there for everyone to see that he is a dog, and he has the freaking... He's got grit to him. Like, even if he gets hurt, he's not going to stop. Like the Kamaru Usman mentality. You hit me, I'm still coming. I'm coming all night long, so don't back up. That's kind of who Steve Garcia really is, man. Stevie Garcia. I'm going to call him Stevie because he's a little cutie patootie. Tries to act like a tough guy, but, you know, you can just tell he's just a sweetheart that just likes to act tough. Seriously. But yeah, he's got some heavy hands. He was rocking David Onama quick. Like, soon as he hit him to the head and to the body, he was hurting him and like stunning him and stuff, pushing him back, dropped David Onama like twice. So that was awesome. My cousin was betting on David Onama. I was telling him Steve Garcia is just going to demolish him. If you have a close fight with Giga Chikadze, washed up Giga Chikadze, where you arguably lost, yeah, no. You're not that good. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Pack it up. Pack it up and send it, bro. Because, like, David Onama, hard copium pack. Whoever thought this guy was, like, a crazy good fighter, finisher, you were just Delulu. I'm going to say Delulu because I can't think of the word. You were fooled into thinking he was something he's definitely not. He's not a tough guy. He's not. He might look calm and cool, but underneath that surface, he's freaking melted up little freaking pound cake, okay? He's not a tough guy. He's a squishy mallow cup, okay? He's not that guy. He's just not that guy, okay? And he'll probably never be that guy unless he really locks in. So I had to predict that he was going to get TKO finished in the second or third round or just decisioned by Stevie Garcia because I know Steve Garcia can win decisions. I mean, he beat the crap out of Calvin Kattar, right? Like, what he did to Calvin Kattar is what David Onama should have done to Giga Chikadze, and that didn't happen. Also, I want to point out something fishy that the commentator said, specifically Bisping. Bisping said this, and I remember thinking in my head, I was like, this is not true. Bisping said, this is David Onama, this is the guy that outclassed Giga Chikadze on the feet and on the ground. And it's like, he said it like David Onama dominated that fight, like won every single round and dominated that fight. And I was like, what the freak? Does he remember the fight? Did he even watch the fight? Because if he saw what I saw, which he may not because he only has one good eye, to be fair. Much respect to him, obviously. But Giga Chikadze was piecing him up on the feet. And the one thing that David Onama did well was get a takedown and hold him on the ground. He basically Batista bombed him. I use that word even though Batista's actually an entertaining fighter now. What's the right term? He Almeida'd on his face. He Almeida all over him. He used the Almeida method. Did not bode well for him because trust me, this crap was off the wall crazy. I was like, how the freak did David Onama get this? And how did he get the rounds that he was given? Like, Giga Chikadze should have arguably won this fight. Like, it was a close fight, in my opinion, where Giga was getting the better of David on the feet and was hurting David Onama on the feet. Like, body shots hurt him. You could see it in the second and third round. The body shots were getting to him. He was getting stunned on the feet. He was getting hurt by punches. Not even kicks, punches from Giga Chikadze. And that's a dangerous game you're playing. And you're going to try and convince me that David Onama's this super, like, well-rounded fighter who's got a lot of power. It's like, sure, but like, you watch some of those fights back, he's almost always losing the fights that he got finishes in. He was losing the fights he got the finishes over the freaking guys he got finishes over. Like, I could name you a few of Steve Garcia's opponents. I could name you Calvin Kattar, Chase Hooper, Shung So. I think that was the one Asian guy's name. Can't quite remember. Acosta. Brutal finish. Right? Obviously, now David Onama is on that list too. But David Onama had a very close fight with Giga Chikadze, a guy who's never been ranked above rank 6. Like, he's a guy that was, like, pretty dang good in his prime, but then out of his prime, he was just all right, man. Like, you're finishing old man Giga, it's like, oh, yeah, he was old and washed up. He wasn't the same guy that fought back then. Like, this is the guy that fights now, and he's old, he's rusty, he's just you know, he's not anything crazy, not anything you can't figure out on the feet. Sound familiar? In my opinion, he's just a slightly less washed up version at the time as current Calvin Kattar. You can prove me I'm wrong. Like, Calvin Kattar got decisionated by Yusuf Zalal. By the way, I think Yusuf Zalal's a pretender. I don't think he's a real contender. I think he's kind of a fraud. I'll make a video on him later, but that's just a little hot take right now. But for now, yeah, David Onama is a puss. I think he'll always be a puss. Had Yusuf Zalal in his corner, screaming and hollering, "Hey, take him down! Keep the pressure! You'll get him!" Sounding like Bobby, like freak. No, this guy, no. Neither of these guys are tough. Neither of these guys are tough. Both of these guys are not that guy. Okay, neither of them. Stevie Garcia, he's that guy. There's 2 fights I would like to see Stevie Garcia in next, which is either against Yusuf Zalal or Brian Ortega. And he's probably going to get paired with Brian Ortega. I'm not going to lie, guys. And he's probably going to beat the dog shite out of Brian Ortega. He's most definitely packing him up, putting him in a pack immediately. If he keeps it on the feet, he could probably knock him out. At least finish him, like TKO to the body. If it goes to the ground, I think he's smart enough to defend chokes and whatever the freak. I really don't think he's bad on the ground at all, even though he's been taken down freak all amount of times. But like, you remember those fights, he kept getting up and he kept eventually wearing down his opponent. So if he just uses that method against Brian Ortega, he'll get the TKO finish or just a decision in general, because Brian Ortega is also washed. But if he fights Yusuf Zalal, who's faster than Brian Ortega, more explosive than Brian Ortega, maybe, I don't know. I've literally only seen him in one fight, and that ended in like 30 seconds because Josh Emmett's terrible. He'll probably be able to knock out Yusuf Zalal. I really don't think Yusuf Zalal is a tough guy. I think he's a fake tough guy as well. To be fair, I don't really hate him, but I definitely don't like David Onama. I feel like he's definitely way, way less of a tough guy than Yusuf Zalal. That should say something. Moving on. There was one fight that I kind of thought, like, why isn't he fighting the hands? It was on the main card of this Apex event. I think it was Dudalayev. Was that his name? Dulgarian? I think it was Dulgarian. Where Dulgarian was like the favorite, and everyone's like, oh yeah, he's just really, really good. He immediately shot the most sloppiest takedown I ever seen in my life. Like the most sloppiest takedown I ever seen. I almost crashed out right there. When I saw he shot a sloppy freaking takedown, couldn't get it, like couldn't finish it, and then just let the guy submit him, barely tried fighting. He didn't try fighting the hands. I don't know why he didn't. Rigged. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything, any type of shenanigans going on, tomfoolery behind the scenes, but hey, he got choked the freak out, and what can I say? He really did get choked the freak out. All right, this is going to be a big bulk of the video. Waldo Cortes Acosta. New favorite heavyweight, by the way. Tom Aspinall was my favorite heavyweight just because I thought he was funny and he was, good and stuff like that. No, Waldo Cortes Acosta is a tough freaker. He got yammed in his eyes really freaking bad. Like that crap came at his eye and stabbed his eye at Mach speed. Immediately covered his eye. Immediately. Just hunched over, covering his eyes, screaming immediately. And Ante Delija sees that. He notices that crap and immediately just starts spamming the freak out of his left and his right hooks. Stop. Ref stops it. Ante Delija thinks he won the fight by TKO. He's like, yeah, let's go. He's going over to the commentators like, I did it. Mark Smith, who I think is actually a really good referee, stopped the fight because of an eye poke. If you didn't notice, the ref never waved his hands. He never said fights up or fights off or fights over. He said stop. He said hold on. They checked the eye of Waldo Cortes Acosta. While this is happening, I'm like actively getting mad at Ante Delija. I'm like, what the freak is this guy? To come in here, he's Tom Aspinall's butt buddy. He comes in here, pokes Waldo in the eye, and thinks he wins. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, man, I want this guy to get knocked the freak out. I want this guy to get slumped over cold. We just witnessed 2 eye pokes in the same freaking division back to back. I'm sitting there with my brother. I'm like, the freak is this division? A bunch of freaking eye-poking cheaters, scumbags that can't win a honest and clean fight. Waldo Cortes says, I can see, and I want to continue. That's the moment he became my new favorite heavyweight. And I know that that's going to make a lot of Tom Aspinall fans mad, and it's going to make a lot of Tom Aspinall haters angry. No, happy. The problem is, I still like Tom Aspinall. I just really like Waldo Cortes Acosta now. The Salsa Boy is still good. He's still my boy. I watched him get put in a pack by Sergey Pavlovich in a fight he really didn't even lose that badly. Like, he didn't take that much damage. He wasn't bloodied up or battered. He really just lost in a skill match where, like, I think prime Sergey Pavlovich maybe could have hurt him. I don't think he would have finished Waldo Cortes Acosta. I think Waldo Cortes Acosta has a good chin, and I think that's very important in heavyweight. That can get you really far in a very shallow division. It's just having an iron chin and a lot of power to back it up. They resumed the fight. Ante Delija's looking pretty decent. He's, weaving, bouncing a little bit. Obviously out of focus because he thought he won the fight. But then they pull him back in there. They say, fight's still on, you dumb freaker. Because you poked the freak out of his eye. Waldo Cortes Acosta's eye, bloodshot red, lands a right hook, a right hand overhand. Ante Delija slumps over. Basically out cold by this point. He's definitely pretty much gone. Waldo jumps on him, pounds him badly. Gets a few extra follow-up shots. Powerful. Ante Delija goes out. He's stiffened up. He's gone. Ante Delija had somewhat of a fan base. That fan base is gone. That fan base has died. I think he's cooked as freak. I think Waldo gained a lot of stock, and Ante Delija lost all of his stock because he poked the freak out of Waldo's eye. Like, I couldn't really see much problems with Aspinall's eye, but apparently he still can't freaking see. The freaker got, I will admit, both of these guys got poked in the eye really bad. I think Aspinall got the worst of it because he got groped like a bowling ball. Like, really bad. He got... Gon thought that his face was a freaking baseball mitt, the way he grabbed it. Shoving his fingers in Aspinall's eye. I mean, shoot, maybe he can't freaking see. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because I probably believe it. I got jabbed in my eye. I'd probably be like, freak. I'm afraid to open my eye because what if I can't see? But yeah, Waldo Cortes Acosta has the most aura in the heavyweight division right now. They're probably going to give him someone like Alexander Volkov next, sadly. So say bye-bye to Alexander Volkov. He's getting slumped out cold. I think that's the fight to make. Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Cortes Acosta for a number 1 contender spot. And I think Alexander Volkov is a little slow nowadays. He's still good. No, don't get me wrong. He's like one of the best, most well-rounded heavyweights. I think he's going to get slumped out cold by Waldo Cortes Acosta. Yeah. I think Waldo has that one-punch knockout power. Because, like, he did it to Ryan Spann. He did it to Ante Delija. He can do it to Volkov. He wasn't ever really able to find it against Sergey, but I think Volkov is a little more chinny than Sergey is. To be fair. That or just give Waldo Cortes Almeida. Just to freaking get rid of Almeida. Just give the UFC more of a reason to get rid of that freaker who likes to stall time. But yeah, good win from Waldo. Even though, to be fair, kind of freaked because like Ante Delija thought he won. Obviously, unfocused as freak. Going in to finish that round. Gets slumped out cold. Not slumped out cold, but he gets slimed badly. I couldn't freaking believe it, though. Like, that crap was cinema. Like how much heart do you got to have to continue? And I thought to myself, I was like, why would you want to continue? You got jousted in your eye. Freaking immaculately power-shotted in your eye. And I was like, oh, he lost the decision to Sergey Pavlovich. Guess who got cut after losing to Sergey Pavlovich last? Rosenstrike, right? I think it was Rosenstrike. Rosenstrike lost to Sergey Pavlovich decision. And then they cut him. So Waldo was probably like, well, the way that they made fun of Tom, I don't want that to happen to me. Rosenstrike got cut for losing to Sergey. I can't afford a no contest. I can't afford a loss or a no contest. I can't afford it. He's like, freak it. I'm going to risk it. Rolled the dice, continued to fight because he's tough as freak and just refused to quit. Knocks TKOs, knocks out Ante Delija. Nothing else to be said. So that's some light glaze for Waldo Cortes Acosta, my new favorite heavyweight, salsa boy. Let's go for that, you know. Let's freaking go for that. He destroyed a freaking eye poker. I think eye poking is a disgrace to any sport. You do it in any sport, especially fighting, because fighting is like if you're poking someone in the eye and fighting, you're definitely trying to poke them in the eye. Right? There's no doubt about it. Like, oh, I'm defending myself. No, you're not. You're trying to jab someone in the freaking eye so they can't freaking see you. You're a slime, and you deserve to get knocked the freak out cold. You eye poke somebody, you deserve to get slumped out cold. I don't give a freak who you are. If Oliveira eye poked somebody, Charles Oliveira eye poked somebody, I would hope he get knocked out too. Because guess what? Eye poking is that freaking serious. It's that freaking annoying to see and watch. I hate it that much. Like, oh, Charles freaking eye poked someone so bad they had to stop the fight. Bring in Ilya. Give him flashbacks. Okay? But no, seriously. Eye poking needs to be done away with. Immediately a two-point deduction if somebody eye pokes another person. Immediate 2-point deduction. That's how they should solve it. That won't completely solve it because people are still going to freaking do it and get away with it. Nasruddin Imavov, Surogan. They get away with this crap. I don't know how they get away with this crap. They do it in every single fight. They foul in every single fight. Nasruddin has fouled Caio Bahaio 3 times in their fight. To be fair, Caio also fouled him twice with a ball shot and an eye poke, but Nasruddin eye poked him twice and hit him in the balls once. An absolute disgrace that fight was to watch. It wasn't like a boring decision. It was just so many fouls in that fight that it just made you pissed off. And it's like, bro, how are you actually fouling this much? Try to fight clean. Challenge level impossible for the French guys, I guess. French people can't fight clean to save their lives. You say, hey, you're a French guy, fight clean. Nah, they'd rather risk a point deduction. That's not even going to get deducted because clearly eye pokes don't matter now. We've seen so many people fight through them that when people don't fight through them, they get clowned on. Henry Cejudo got clowned on for getting eye poked him. I can't see, man. I can't see. He got clowned on. He got made fun of. People made jokes about him. He got eye poked so bad he probably literally couldn't see. Medical records, the film of his eye got scraped, I'm pretty sure. Really bad from the eye pokes. He also got double eye poked. And he said in the fight, when he was watching the fight between Aspinall and Gane, he said, yeah, it takes like a whole year for your eye to fully recover if it's not completely damaged. It takes a whole year for your eye to recover. I don't know. The heavyweight division is screwed either way because Waldo lost momentum and now he's gained a ton of momentum. So they're probably going to give him a big fight. But yeah, this, I don't know. We got to stop rewarding people for eye poking and nut shotting. Like, nut shotting is annoying. Eye poking is freaking devastating. And a disgrace to all mankind. Shouldn't happen, but it does all the time. So yeah, Waldo Cortes Acosta has the biggest balls in the heavyweight division. Steve Garcia is the new Josh Emmett. Freaking Korean Tyson is actually the Korean Khabib. Charles Radke's still funny, at least a little bit. Dudalayev had a rigged fight. Freak it. I'll say it. What else? Nascimento. He ended up subbing Cody Durden. I forgot to mention that. Good fight. Very clean. Bro's going to get knocked out by whoever the freak he fights next, whether it's Bruno Silva or Charles Johnson, I believe is his name. Either way, he's getting knocked out by one of those two guys because his chin was way up in the air and he was getting slightly stung by some of the shots of Cody Durden. He's getting slumped in his next fight. Whoever he fights, he's getting slumped. I have to say it because, like, bro, I noticed it too. Everyone noticed it. Freaking chin. I don't even know how he saw his opponent. His chin was so high up. I don't even know how he saw his opponent. His chin was so high up, bro. Crap was so freaking crazy. But he still ended up almost slumping out Cody Durden with an elbow. Nasty elbow. And then choked him out. So W for Nascimento. Billy Elekana officially is back on his own high horses now because I for sure think he's gonna be. I don't know if he's a humble or not, but either way, excuse me. Yeah, he slimed Kevin Christian. Dante Johnson, be rid of us. That is the monster that is Cedric Dumas. Thank the Lord. Oh yeah, Ketlin Vieira got robbed for sure. I thought she won the first 2 rounds, and then Norma Dumont won the third. But I guess I was wrong, because obviously she won the first and the second round, or the second and third round, according to the judges. Don't freaking know how she won, but whatever. I don't really care, because I don't pay attention to WMMA. Korean Khabib got a good win, whatever the freak, I don't care at this point. We're getting deep into the prelims. Alice Ardelane, OF model, but she's got the heart of a freaking, I don't know. She's got a lot of heart for someone who has some money. I know she's got good money. Okay. You already know those OF girls be making tons of money. She ain't got to do this, bro. She doesn't have to fight random bums on the Apex prelims. But she just does. I don't understand why. She does it anyway. She must have a lot of fun getting punched in the face and sliming out random girls that they just decide to give her anytime they ask. She's like, sure, why not? Always in a good fight. I've never seen a bad Alice Arlene fight. So, W. At least there was a good women's fight. Not saying that Ketlin Vieira versus Norma Dumont was bad. It's just an arguable robbery. Like, I can see how they gave her the decision, but again, it was, I don't know, buddy. I don't know about that one. Yeah, and of course, the first fight of the night, domination from the one ladies. I don't remember her name. Ended up getting the submission late in the third, but still almost gotten in the late in the second, but she got it in late in the third. I remember that. Good fight overall. I actually thought one of them were going to get chinned because it's like, bro, the one girl that got the submission, forgot her name. I'll put it up on screen. She almost got, I thought she was going to get chinned. She looked so exhausted. And then the other girl got almost chinned several times. Also, I want to preface this. The girl that got the submission has bad fight IQ. Instead of going for ground and pound finish, she went for like a back take or something, or a scramble, or something like a takedown or whatever the freak. And I was like, bro, if she just started punching her straight to her head, because she landed a hard shot, like a right overhand, and then grabbed her by the neck, slammed her head into her knee, dropped her bad. I was like, oh, she's going to finish her with ground and pound. No, that didn't happen. Instead, it went to a third round where she eventually got the submission. But she could have finished the fight at that point. Watch it back. She dropped her with a knee to the face and could have easily finished the fight from there. Just decided to try and go for a back take instead. Let the other girl recover and eventually take it to a third round where she eventually got a submission very late in the fight. As late as you could possibly imagine. So my overall review, this card was a solid 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 is what I get it. Yeah. A lot of grappling for a random Apex card, but not bad at all in my opinion. All right, guys. This was NDG MMA. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.